back to another Sky High Aviation HD video, and today we are back in FSX for another Flybe flight in the Q400. So today we're at the ground at Jersey, and we're going to be operating BE4586 in the Q400 up to Cardiff. This is a Flybe virtual flight. I do fly for Flybe Virtual Airlines, so if you guys want to go and join, I highly recommend the airline. It's a great one. The link will be in the description. The link in the description will be to sign up for that. It's really good, and just make sure you've got the Q400 and all that good stuff. We'll be flying GPRPL once again today. It's a beautiful clear sky day. We're carrying 72 packs, and our cruise altitude, strangely, is around about like 17,000 feet. That's what they got on the Flybe virtual smart cars system, so I'll fly off that. It's around about 138 nautical miles, and it should take us only 40 to 50 minutes, which is not too bad, and it should be very good. As I said, we're flying PRPL, the aircraft I've been in the cockpit of. And I just realised we're not actually on the taxi line when they spawned us in, which is strange, but yeah, we're at gate 3 on Jersey, and you've all seen the Dash 8 before in the previous video, so I guess we'll hop into the cockpit and get ready for our flight up to Cardiff. Okay, so here we are in the Q400 cockpit. I've kind of got the bare essential things set up as I usually do, because I don't want to bore you guys with the whole boring stuff here. So if we hop into the overhead, we'll turn these two to normal. I'll put the main bus type, and we'll put the AC/DC. Now what I'm going to do for this one is, people may shout at me for this and not agree, but I'm going to shove the APU on, just because I've also purchased the immersive software audio package for the Q400, so you'll hear like a really good difference from the previous video, and it does sound really realistic, since I have been in the Dash 8 myself loads of times before, and it sounds perfect. So the bleed and all that is now on. We'll put the position light, no smoking, we'll pull the fire tests, and test all the lights. They all work, and what we'll do is we will now go ahead, put them to normal. Let's go outside and hear the APU. As you can hear, it sounds really nice. It is very realistic, and it is perfect. So I've got it currently on the doors page over there, just because I needed to see what doors were open. So currently we got the front door, the front pax door, the rear pax door, and the cargo door at the back, which is all good. We'll stick the yaw damper on. We'll get these FMSs on, since we need them for our flight today. We'll also shove both of these on like so, and there we go. We'll wait for those two to start up. The default announcements will start. We'll turn off the nose steering, we don't need that yet. Also with the Flybe virtual package, I've got realistic announcements for the safety procedure. The PAX announcements aren't too realistic, but I guess they'll do. While we're waiting for these to do their self-tests, we'll go up here. We'll set our cruise altitude, which is around about flight level 170. So we'll just boot that up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board.
I'll select VS, and we'll just give it a climb of 2,200 feet. So now we'll go and plan the FMS or the C, or whatever you all want to call it. It's all different for everything. We're EGJJ, which is Jersey, and we're going to Cardiff, which is EGFF. It's been a while since I've done an FSX video, but there was an Air Berlin request, and I didn't kind of get around to doing that. Otherwise, I haven't got any add-on scenery for those airports, unfortunately, so sorry about that. But if we go to the flight plan, it really doesn't take long for us to do this. Let me go to menu, depart. Today we're departing runway 26, and we're a scary 3A, which is number 7. and from there then we can delete no link. I do apologise for FPS loss if there is any, because I've mentioned in all the previous videos and every FSX video we make is that these perform amazing, but when they're recording it's a different story, unfortunately. So sorry about that. But there you go, that's the route already planned in. That is all of it. We don't plan on arrival since we're vectoring ourselves in, but as you can see already here, we have got a route for departure. Fuel we don't really have to do. This is not really necessary for today's flight. I just want to get up in the air. I've already planned it though through something else. This doesn't really need to be much concern, but what I will do is I'll put 72 in the packs right here. 72 packs out of 85, which is not too bad. And there we go. We can now accept this on this side. Cross-fill our flight plan, and then there we go. Got the flight plan right there. So now we're done. I guess we can request the boarding. We'll set that to FMS1. So when we're ready for our departure, we can all do that, which is good. It's going to be a standard procedure departure. We will be flying our vectors out. We'll switch it to nav, and we should be good. No anti-ice is required. And apart from that, everything else is perfect. We'll now stick on the seatbelt signs. And yeah, there we go. I guess now we'll wait for boarding to be complete, and I'll see you guys once that's done. Okay, so boarding is now complete. That guy's getting away. We can close the back passenger door. We'll also close the cargo door. Get rid of the front door as well. We hop back into the cockpit. You can see that these doors are now closing, which is good. What we'll now do is we'll go down to here and we'll pop electric systems page back up like that. We'll get the anti-col on, and since we're departing runway 27, which is the one down there, push back, and we'll get our nose. I don't really want to go to the left, so I'm just going to ask for a straight back. And no, they don't do a right pushback apparently from here, so I guess we'll just have to leave it as it is. And we can't do engine start while we're pushing back because GSX doesn't like the Q400, and that is a really weird tug for the Q400. Anyway, right, we'll hop back inside and we'll ignore that. So, we're just waiting for this guy to come and attach us. We should be on our way back. We'll set that to 15 for landing. Locking it in he goes, which is good. Just do a quick final check on the overhead. Everything looks good. And don't worry about all those caution lights up there, because we'll get all them cleared now in just a minute. Awesome. So let's get this pushed back and we'll be good to go. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully we don't overrun it into the grass. That wouldn't be too good. I can always tell them to abort the pushback anyways, which is not a problem if needed. So there's a little guy there. Almost there. All the way back. Now I'll probably, if he doesn't stop within like just a bit after the line, I'll just have to tell him to abort it and stop us where we are, because I'm not going all the way into that grass. I'm alright. Alright, we'll probably tell him to abort it right here. Yeah, right here will do. That's the most legit thing ever, but I won't. Right, parking brakes are set. So once we disconnect off here, we'll be good for the engine start then. We're almost at it. Awesome, right. Let's get those engines started then. We'll get number 2 started and hopefully this hideous music will stop. And you'll hear the difference in the engine sounds now. Sounds so much better, so we'll feather number 2. We're clear to start the engines, which is good. There goes number 2. Good.
Before we proceed with the safety demonstration, please can you ensure that all electronic devices have been set to flight safely?
And this is where the Flybe safety announcement will kick in, which is the one that they use in the real Flybe -8. So I've heard it loads of times before, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. I'll stay silent now.
And myself, Kelly, we are aboard for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. May we now have your full attention while we demonstrate our safety equipment and procedures.
Your safety card is in your seat area. It describes the emergency equipment and procedures on board. Please study it carefully. The emergency exits are 2 doors at the front of the cabin and 2 doors at the rear. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. If you are instructed to leave the aircraft urgently, the emergency floor guidance system will guide you to the nearest exit. You must leave all your belongings behind. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and unfastened like this. Your life jacket is under your seat. If required, remove the jacket from its container and pass it over your head. Cross the face at the back and tie underneath the jacket in a double knot. Do not inflate until you are outside the aircraft. The jacket is inflated by pulling the red toggle downwards. Should it need more air, blow into this tube. It has a light and a whistle. We also carry children's flotation equipment. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened, tray tables and seat backs are upright with the armrest down, and hand luggage is placed under the seat in front of you. May we remind you that we operate a non-smoking policy. May we wish you a pleasant flight.
So there we go. That's the safety announcement. I'm sorry if you could hear me clicking around. I just had to so I haven't currently got a mute my mic feature. I haven't set a hotkey for it, so fortunately I couldn't do that. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully you could hear it. I'm hoping that you guys could. I'm just trying to sort out this trim right here, because being a bit picky on me at the moment. Alright, we got 8, so we'll take 1 there and 1 there, and we should have 6. To the right is checked. We'll trim up now. There it is, and we'll start our taxiing procedure. So we're taking a left off the stand right here. So if I'll power up. We're taking a left off stand. I do apologise for the FPS if it is looking a little choppy. For me it's looking pretty good, but it might be not the best on your side. But once again, I do apologise for that. So yeah, while we're taxiing, tell me if you guys enjoy FSX videos. If you do, you know, be sure to tell me that you want more of these, because I'll do more if you you know, you don't mind some of the FPS drop here and there. But yeah, if you haven't already entered the giveaway for the Aerosoft Airbus FS crew for FSX, you've got like the end of today to enter, because we're picking winners on the 18th of April, and that is tomorrow. So instructions will be in the description, as well as the link to the Flybe virtual website, which is this is what I'm doing the route for right now. It's a great virtual airline. I do highly recommend it. So just trying to taxi out here, trying to keep the propellers nice and in pitch. I hit some like texture glitch there. So yeah, if I just zoom my view in a little, that'll be good. So our planned arrival is for runway 30 into Cardiff. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know in the cruise. As always, I won't bore you with the whole cruise. I'll kind of leave bits out and just give you updates now and then. We'll do an overhead check very quickly. It looks all good to me. Please to minimum, props to max, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear the difference outside. But it sounds a lot better, so much more realistic, which is good. That's what I like. So we'll arm the nav, which is right there. We'll click that. So as soon as we depart and we want to engage the autopilot, it will take us straight on our nav path. And we'll also chuck that down to 20 miles range. So we're coming up to our runway now. Hopefully we can roll on. I don't think we will, though. We might have to stop so I can sort out, because the entrance to the runway is a bit awkward. I don't want to overshoot it, so actually here we'll slow down quite a bit and I'll sort it out. So we'll pop the approach lights on, anti-call to white,
Cabin crew, cease for departure, please.
and so far so good. We'll put the taxi, we'll put the spoilers onto flight, and we'll roll up onto runway 27 for the departure. Almost round. Don't need a lot of runway, but this is quite a short runway. Especially when you're coming in on arrival, you just have to kind of get it down before it's too late. You have to do a go around procedure. The winds aren't too bad, and look at that perfect lineup. Great. We'll get rid of the gust lock, and also get rid of the nose steering. We'll keep her rolling. Feed the power in. Stable, and take off power set. Next stop is Cardiff, so there's 50 knots checked, 70 knots, 80 knots, 100, and there's V1. We'll take rotate. Nice smooth rotation. Got a wind just pushing us to the side. Positive rate of climb. Gears up. We'll take the autopilot now as there is a wind, which I don't really want to face, to be honest. Gears up. Lights are off. And out we go. So we are climbing quite nicely. And when we hit 1,500, we shall take props to 900, flaps up, and as you can see, we're now climbing out, which is good. So we'll be making our right hand turn now just after departure. There's flaps. And now we'll take off the hydraulic pumps, PTUs, and the fuel control. We'll also get rid of auto feather. We can now go ahead and stick on our nose steering once again, since that's ready for our approach. If I can get the glick spot, there it is. And we're now accelerating up to our cruiser flight level 170. And everything is looking good so far. There goes Jersey, and up we go. Right, so we're just going to be passing 10,000 feet. We'll get the lights off, and packs can feel free to do what they want. Put the air conditioning back to normal, and yeah, not much left to do now. I'll see you guys up at flight level 170. Okay, so 7 minutes into the flight, we're now at our cruiser flight level 170. So put the props back down to minimum. Seatbelt signs are already off, which is good. And now we can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. It's not too long left. I can literally just about see the mainland UK right ahead of us. Cabin had probably started, food, drink, and all sorts of good services on board. And until around about later on the descent, I'll give you guys an update in a bit. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so we're now ready for descent. I programmed it is 2,200 feet, and the course for our ILS to 30 is a course of 301. So we'll pop that in there right now. 301, and it is a 110.7 ILS frequency, which is 110.7. This is where we will stick on the seatbelt signs, idle the props. Well, not that much. I didn't mean that much, geez. And we'll alt select and VS it down to our. So the airport is literally, oh god, that's sharp, right in front of us. You can kind of see where it roundabout is, like where my mouse is, and we'll be taking a right-hand turn following the coast around by Bristol, and then we'll be vectoring ourselves in for ILS runway 30. So we'll run it with idle because this thing accelerates really fast, and as you see there, we're around about 44 miles away from Cardiff. So if I just zoom out on the map, we've just come over the mainland UK, and we're starting our arrival. Not too long left. We've been in the air for 23 minutes, which is like nothing at all, which is pretty decent. And we've got the packs to sit down. And there's not really much to do now while we're descending. We've only got to take a right turn very shortly, and we should be good to go. Right, so as we're approaching, we'll bug our heading over to the right, and we'll follow heading, select, and we'll kind of hug this coastline right here as we descend down. We'll switch our nav source to the ILS number 1, so we capture it when we're close. We should be good on that side now. We're just descending down. Keep an eye out for flight level 100, and we'll switch on our landing lights, and we'll be all good. The winds at Cardiff aren't too bad. They're quite low, and the visibility is really good. I flew into Cardiff yesterday after a flight from Jersey with Flybe Virtual, and there was a cloud down to 800 feet. There was also a wind of 16 knots crossing the runway, which wasn't very good. I'm happy that isn't the case today, which is always good. So there's flight level 100 now. We're just coming past it. We'll turn our all that lights on. Chime the crew, and we're all good. We won't arm any of the localizer or anything yet. Since we're not close enough, we haven't caught the diamond on either end. Speed is looking good, and I can't see the airport just yet. Our descent is alright. We can always bleed it off and pop some more power in, and we should be all good. We're going to be taking flap 15 for arrival, as it's set down here, and I'll be taking the aircraft manual at around about minimum, which is set to 200 decision height. We're around about 25 miles away from the ILS. We'll just try and get the speed down for around about arrival, 140 knots, around about that area. We should be looking for a nice smooth touchdown. Right, so we're almost down. We've now just caught the diamond for the runway, so we can arm the localizer, and we'll kind of proceed to descend a bit further down now. As we're almost there, the airport's not visual yet, but it will be very shortly, so I'm just going to get prepared nice and early. So yeah, so flight 15 is our arrival. We're 18 miles away from the ILS. and we've only been in the air for 33 minutes. That just shows you guys how short this flight really is. I've been on this flight in real life, and also from Cardiff to Jersey, and it is literally, you're up 1 minute and you're down the next. It is that quick. It is incredible. So yeah, just intercepting it now. When we get on the final, then we'll take our flaps to 5, props to max, bleeds to minimum. We'll do all the landing procedures and so on, which is good. Just check over everything. Not too long left, we will intercept it very shortly. You can see we're just hugging the coast, just riding it all the way down. Like that. Don't forget, if you have got any suggestions for any flights you want me to do, then leave them in the comments section down below. I'll be happy to try them out. So we're just going to descend now. We're slowing our speed down. Soon I'll take manual control of the speed myself. And almost there, the diamond slowly catching on. I can just about see the runway in the airfield. It's visual. Kind of slow the descent off right here to 1,000 feet per minute. Really, if we can keep the glide slope diamond on there, we'll be able to catch the glide. I don't think we'll be able to do that. No, we'll have to catch it later on. Which is no problem at all. I can just about see Bristol over there as well. The airfield, see the runway lights, which would be our diversion if we needed to. Speed's looking good. Just waiting on this localizer now to turn us inbound. 15 miles out. Hitting some turbulence. I can just about feel. There's the localizer, which is perfect. We'll try and get the speed down now, and descending nicely. If we keep this descent, we'll intercept the glide slope. Perfect. So you can just see the diamond now, and we'll keep that descent down. So we're coming all the way around. We will take. Actually, we won't take anything down yet. We'll leave it till we're lined up, and then we'll take flat 5. And then when fully established, we'll take gear down and run from there. So we're running it a little wide, which is no problem. The aircraft will correct itself. Approaching 2,200 feet is checked, so we're just almost at our altitude that we set ourselves. Diamond is, I think it's falling down, which is good. We're just going to slowly level off right here. Bing the cabin once again. Nice clear approach, a different story to the yesterday. It was horrible. Yesterday couldn't see a thing. We'll get the speed down. I'm going to take control of the speed. I just zoom myself in like that, I can see it. So I'll take control of it. There, we'll take flap 5. Bleeds to minimum. Props to max. Take standby, hydraulic pressure, fuel transfers, and auto. Actually, no, we don't need auto feather on. Actually, my bad. We'll take gear down. 2,500 feet is checked. Gear down with flap 10. Speed's dropping nicely, is what we want. Glide is almost there. I know it wants to get down. You see the plane's gonna start pitching the nose down as we're coming in a little quick, so I just need to get that speed down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just started our approach. Please return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. Please now turn off any electronic equipment, and headphones should also be removed in preparation for landing. Thank you.
Almost got the glide, the diamond is literally right there. Alright, we've caught the glide slope. We'll now flap 15, so we're now indicated 15, and we got 15 is set. We're coming in, very nice. So the speed is looking perfect now. Make sure you've got seatbelt signs are on, landing lights are on, bleeds to minimum, props are max, and flaps are, as I said, indicated 15, and we've got them set to 15, which is great. So there's no wind really getting in our way. We make sure the speed is set to what it is. I'll keep control of that, and we're almost down, riding that glide slope. As soon as we lose it, because we will at some point, I'll take it manual, but at the moment we're coming down very nice. Speed's getting a little out of hand, we don't want to get it too far away. As you can see there, the speed's getting a bit out of hand as we descend. Wind is looking nice and calm, which is all good. And we are established on approach.
1,000.
1,000 feet is checked. We feel that we're a bit to the right of the runway, but it's okay. Probably because of our late turn having a final impact of us, but it's alright. We got it pretty much centered now. So we're coming at 500 feet now. We'll take manual any second.
500.
500 feet is checked, and as soon as we get out of these landing lights, I'll take manual right now.
Plus 100.
Manual control.
100. Pull
Yeah,
up.
we've got the glide is losing a bit. It's all good. Touchdown, pretty much on the marker. A bit hard, but it's alright. We'll take reverse. We lost the glide there, just because the power. And we'll take 70 knots. Idle the reverse. We didn't really need reverse. Looks like we won't be able to take that exit, which is no problem at all. We'll go down, grab our gust lock, which is just down there. If I can grab it, perfect. And there we go. Welcome to Cardiff. Bit of a, I think it was not too hard of a touchdown. Maybe on the nose gear, but what are you gonna do? We're down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. 10 minutes
We'll
ahead
get
of
rid of
schedule.
the
Please ensure that your seatbelt
spoilers
is
now.
fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the
And we'll
gate.
taxi back to gate. I think we'll go for gate 3.
Before leaving the aircraft, please
Maybe.
check that you have all
I'm
items
not
of
too sure.
personal
We'll see what we
luggage,
get.
checking the seat pocket and the area around you. Please take care when opening the overhead lock.
So we'll swing her all the way around.
Please continue to observe the
And we'll
smoking
taxi
signs, and may I
from the
remind
end.
that in accordance
I'm
with
not
UK
sure
law, smoking is not
if I've
permitted
ever taken the
inside
end.
public buildings.
Taxiway in a Dash 8
Please
before,
take care
which
when
is
disembarking down the
the
aircraft
first for
steps,
everything, I
holding
guess.
onto the handrail, and any passengers travelling with
But
far too
very
much
nice
on
flight.
their
Did enjoy
hands.
it quite a bit.
Mobile phones should remain switched off until within the terminal building. For those passengers who have
I think
booked
my
a
landing
car
yesterday
with our partners, Avis,
was a little harder than today,
courtesy bus
because
will
of
pick
the
up
wind
passengers
yesterday
from
was
outside the
gusting
terminal
at some
building,
mental.
running every 10 minutes. If you have a short onward connection time for any domestic flight with Flybe. Please identify your gate from the airport
Right.
screens. And
Now we can take off the approach
Have a
lights
safe and pleasant
and
onward
the taxi.
journey
Oh,
from the
I just
airport.
turned the taxi light off,
Thank
didn't
you
I?
and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep. Yes, I did. Let me go pop that back on and the anti-cold to red. So now to the cockpit cleanup. We'll take the hydraulic pressures off, fuel controls to off, and I'll take in all my flap. I guess these pumps will go off very shortly. And everything else is looking good. Let's get a taxi back in. Alright, nice. So I think we'll take the cul-de-sac. If you've watched all the spotting videos, that's where usually all the Flybes park up. That's kind of where they've like booked. They've kind of taken around the side. We won't use GSX. So yeah, we won't really bother with GSX. I guess we'll just park up and hop off the video there. I'll get the APU started very shortly. And yeah, 41-minute flight on the clock is not too bad. Very short. And, I'll have to check my landing rate for that. But the speed got a bit out of hand and kind of dropped a bit on a final approach. But I think it wasn't too bad. So we're not taking any of these gates. I can show you really quick. We're going all the way around the back of here, all the way in there. Which won't take us too long. People were asking me before as well, why not do a single engine taxi? I sometimes do single engine taxis in the Q400, but it's kind of a lot of counteracting with the nose steering and the rudder. When I did go in the cockpit of PRPL, I did ask the captain why, like, how do they do it, and he did say it's rudder and nose steering, and I did it on FSX a few days ago, and it's pretty decent. So maybe in the next video I'll do some single engine taxi, Flybe style. Yeah, we'll just take it right round here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we'll take this one right over here. Since we're not using GSX, we'll take the one that they usually do, dash 8s, and we'll just hop into this one right here. If we go all the way down here and park ourselves up, we'll take a random guess since we're not using GSX. Alright, we'll take it around about there. Nice, we'll set the parking brake, and as always in the Q400, we'll take the yaw damper off right here, and we'll take the two props. Oh, off they go, start to feather, like that, and we'll clean up the rest of the aircraft, just like so. So we'll put the main bus tie and the external powers on just when they're ready. That will start up when it's done. We can then go down here, take the nose steering off, and just as 30 seconds is meant to be the time, but I'm not really sure who's going to be counting. Take them to off, and these can go off. And we'll take the anti-cold off, since the props have now got 0 power in them. And we'll now open the door, like so the packs can get out and be on their way. And then off goes the seatbelt signs. And there we go. we are now parked up and are all good on stand. So yeah, there we go. That was our flight from Jersey to Cardiff with Flybe Virtual. That was the route. So if you guys want to join Flybe Virtual, as I said, I'll leave a link in the description down below. And that was BE4586. And all our 72 packs can now get off the aircraft and enjoy their onward journey. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Any videos that you want to see in the future, don't forget to tell me. Any flights that you want me to do with Flybe Virtual or a different type of airline, go for it. And don't forget to enter the giveaway. You've got till the end of today, and to enter the Aerosoft Airbus FS to Crew giveaway. The information for that will be in the description down below. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, I shall see you all then. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.
Oh,